All righty. All right. That live right there. Live. This is live. That's live. That's live. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go here. And okay, we are about ready to roll. Ready to roll. Freddie's the first one in the house today. How's it going there, Freddie? GD, what's happening? All righty, got some people over here on YouTube show up, just getting ready to get started. Leonard Hampton. Okay, one swordfish. Josiah, one swordfish. Did you know that dogfish tastes almost just like swordfish if you cook it right? It's a hell of a lot cheaper. Chuck Schoening, Bubba, Walter, James, Adriana, back again. How are you today? Miss Laurie, good evening, good evening. Christian, how are you doing? Belinda Gale, how are you? Jim Miller, Odem, Bonnie, GD, good evening. Kevin Jensen, Roy in the Ozar. I have no idea what that means, Roy, but alrighty, welcome. Breath 168, cool beans. Pressure, what's happening over here on Instagram? Cool beans. All right, I think that's about it. Let's get ready to roll. Let's get started. Let's get rid of this thing. What is this? Okay, that's that. That's that. All righty, that's that. Give me something to look at. And let's get rid of this. And here we go. We're getting ready to get started. All righty, let's bring this one all the way over to here. All right. Sigma, how are you doing today? And JPEG Dan, Kif. What kind of a name is that? Kif. The law group, the Golden Law Group. Oh, silly me, the Golden Law. Still on it. I hope to be perfect soon. All righty then. Lina, how are you doing over there on Facebook? Cool beans. All right, let's get started. Jay Moore, how are you doing today? Jeff Jerzik, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that, Jeff, but let's take a gander at it. All righty. Let's get ready to get started. I want to turn that so it's not reflecting on my screen. That one's not reflecting on my screen. This one is. Much better. Not reflecting on the screen. Nope, not that one. This one. That one's reflecting on the screen. I can't turn it that easily. All right, there we go. Alrighty. Okay, so first and foremost, it is 9:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 5th of March, 2025. Just in case you guys think this is recorded, it's not. It is 9:18, 3:25. Sorry, 3:05 to 25. All right. What do we have here? Jay Moore, can you explain Mara from yesterday? Well, I probably can't, but we'll take a look at it. Because you, under the assumption that I'm on here more than I am. Because people ask me, how did the market go today? Well, I honestly don't know until I turn my computer on. Because I don't sit in front of my computer. Okay, I actually do other stuff. If it has no dividends. Yep. Okay, so every once in a while, you'll see a stock me jumping into if it doesn't have any dividend. That basically means it is on somebody else's list that I jump into. For instance, Warren Buffett, Carl Icahn, there's a few other traders out there that I actually admire, and if they're doing something, I will take advantage of it, and I will do it also. That being said, I hope it all goes well, but yeah, even if it doesn't, like Mara, okay? Mara doesn't have dividends, so why is it on my list? Well, because it was on Warren Buffett's list at one time. So, good enough for Warren, good enough for me. Not at all. Alrighty, I'm glad it makes sense. David Locke wants to take a look at Macy's today. All right, we'll take a look at Macy's. I'll write that one down. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Jeff, thank you. New Jersey's in the house. How is Main Street Capital? Okay, New Jersey, you got to give me a ticker symbol, okay? Because you're under the assumption I know everything. No, I don't. There's 9,900 different companies. I don't know them all. Just the ones that I invest in. That's about it. All right, so let's take a look at Mara for a second, because that's right here on the board. There's our high of the year. That was back in December. Here's the low of the year, which was a couple of weeks ago. Okay, a year ago, where it looks like we're at 24, we drop down, shoot back up, drop back down again. Okay, so it doesn't look all that bad, but where is it right now at this moment in time? Well, that being said, we go over to this side over here. Currently, we're at $15.21. So if I want to buy this thing tomorrow, it's $15.21 if I like it. Okay, well, let's check out the numbers. Binance. Diego, how are you today? So Diego, if you want me to take a look at something, you gotta give me the ticker symbol, because Binance, I don't invest in them, so I don't know what the ticker symbol is. ADP, Christian, how are you today? ADP. We'll take a gander at that one just after we look at Macy's. All right, so we're still looking at Mara at the moment. 15.21. The closest strike price is going to be the 15. It's going for $1.05. Okay, so if we get it at 15.21, sell it at 15, we lose 21 right off the top. So they 21 off of this, and now you're looking at 186, something like that. Sorry, just 86 cents. But 86 cents on a $15 stock. 2, 4, 6. It's about 7%. Well, that works for me. I like 7%. But the thing is, you gotta like Mara. Okay, if you don't like it, don't buy it. If you're not willing to hold on to it for as long as it takes for it to hit your target, or the target we're looking for. Alrighty. All right, so if I'm buying it tomorrow morning at 15.22, the target I'm looking for is going to be the 15. I mean, heck, I can always go down to the 14s and still make money off of it. I think. Lose $1.22 on the 14s, $1.22 would bring me down to 41. That's still over 3%, just about. Even at the 14s, I can get 3%. So yeah, I mean, 14s would be a safe trade. I mean, look where the 14 is, way the hell down here. And we're currently at 15.12. All right, does it make sense? Is greed the third real deal? Okay. Crypto, is greed 3 the real deal? I have no idea what greed 3 is. Just to be honest with you, you know? Okay, Jersey wants to take a look at Maine. M-A-I-N. All right, we'll take a look at it. Righty. Okay. Mara is into crypto harvesting. Yes, Jay Moore, I know that. I dumped my advanced auto parts position, who has a dividend EXE coming up and good numbers. Okay, Steve, I'm kind of curious. Why would you dump off advanced auto parts? I'm kind of curious, Steve. Okay, now I still have my advanced auto parts only because the numbers look good about a week ago, and it's at a bottom of the year. So you cannot buy lower than the bottom of the year. You're going to make most of your money buying low and selling high. Remember rule number 1, Steve? Never buy something unless you understand it, which means, are you going to hold on to it for however long it takes to reach your target? Okay. Francis Maxito. Okay. ASTS. Francis, we'll take a look at it. ASTS. Let's finish up with Mara. Okay, so a year ago, Mara is right about 23. Hold on, give me this one. I let it crust. I have no idea what that means. I gave up my baby brother for a PS5. Alrighty then. Not quite sure if that's a good thing or not, but all right. Paul, is there a way to show more detail of the interface and how you're using it? I don't know how. Okay, Paul, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that question. You know, can you be more specific? G-Gal, what's happening over there? Okay, so let's wave over there. All right, G-Gal. All right. So a year ago, we're at 2367. The high of the year, the end of November, 3028. And then she drops. Look where the bottom is, right here. So we just came across the 30-day, the bottom of the year. All right, so last 30 days would be right about here, the 5th, right about there. Okay, so here's our last 30 days. And this thing looks freaking awesome, in my humble opinion. All right, so 30 days ago was our 30-day high, 18 bucks. But then she drops from 18 down to 12. That's a $6 drop. Now, you may not think that's a lot, but a $6 drop on an $18 stock is 33%. That drops 1/3. Well, yeah, there's going to be profit taking after a 1/3 drop. So from there, she shoots up. Now we're sitting at 1512. Well, 1512 is a nice number, okay? But I do have some Mara. It's not so easy to see specifically what you're doing on the screen. All right, Paul, I appreciate that, really do. But Paul, I say it every single night. The screen here, this screen, okay, the one that I'm standing in front of, is live on YouTube. So you can look on YouTube live for the 10-Minute Trader and see just the screen without me standing in front of it. If you're on your phone, on TikTok, or an iPad, or some kind of mobile device on TikTok, you're not going to see all these small numbers. That's why this screen here is live on YouTube. You got it? You're welcome. Francis, you like WiMAX. WiMAX. I'd like to know why. Do you have a good explanation why you like WiMAX, Francis? Here's your opportunity. You got a couple hundred people here. Great opportunity for you to let me know why you think WiMAX is so good. Okay, now I personally don't like it because it doesn't fit what I'm looking for. So let's finish up with Mara. So if the high of the 30-day period's here, and then she drops because of profit taking, drops 33%, now she's going back up. Well, she's got a lot of space to go between the 15 and the 18. So yeah, it's a perfect opportunity to jump in. Do you use GEX charts or just look at the candles? Okay, random, thank you for that question. My question to you is, what the heck is GEX charts? I just use the basic charts. This is a basic 30-day chart, okay? This week, last week, the week before, this is one day at a time. The high, the low of the day, the opening of the day, close of the day. It's all simple stuff. What you're asking for is a little bit more in depth. Okay, there's a huge difference between giving away information and giving away everything. And what I'm giving you for free, not charging anyone, not asking anyone to buy anything. I'm just giving you my opinion and how I do it. Now, I've successfully got around 1% every single week for the past 15 years. Okay, 1% a week is over 50% per year. That's all I'm doing, just showing what I do. Now, GEX charts, I have no idea what that is. All right, thank you, Randall. All right, so let's keep on going. So I like Mara. Now, look at where she is. She's at 1512 now. So if I buy it now, well, the current price is 1524. Okay, but if I buy it now at 1524 and I sell the rights through a covered call using a stock option, call stock option, I can sell it to someone else at 15 first thing tomorrow. The stock doesn't have to do anything, and I'm still picking up a nice rate of return, over 4%. But do I like Mara? Am I willing to hold on to it for however long it takes to hit 15? Well, if I'm buying it at 1524 and I'm selling at 15, well, hypothetically speaking, she should be at 15 next Friday. Because look at where we are. Here's the 30-day bottom, and she's in an uptrend. Well, next Friday is only, 6 days away? So it more than likely will be above 15 next Friday. Is that guaranteed? No, it's not guaranteed. There's no guarantee. Actually, there are. There are 3 guarantees in life. 3. You guys are probably used to hearing 2, but nope, there are 3. You ready? Death, taxes, disappointment. Okay? Guaranteed to be disappointed at some point in your life. All right, that being said, ooh, Jersey wants to take a look at Riot. Now, New Jersey, I do have some Riot. So we will take a look at that. Demon M11. What do you use to invest? I use Think or Swim, which is through Charles Schwab. Okay, Francis, you already asked me about ASTS. Now, I am going to look at it. I do answer each and every single individual question. Now, I have 7 channels going, which means I have a lot of questions coming. I will stop the question roll and just hold there, but I will answer each and every single one before the night's over, so please do me a favor and just ask the question once. William McKinney, how are you doing from Kansas? Lamera, how are you doing today? Lamera, cool beans. And San Juana, how are you doing? Okay. Thank you, Francis. All righty. So let's finish up. Free speech. Happy for you, crust. I have true Jeff Hefe. I have no idea what that means. Okay, free speech. Hi, do you ever enter a trade on a Wednesday and then close it 2 days later, but the second Friday? Sometimes. It always depends on the numbers. Jay Moore, so then you still use covered calls on non-dividend stocks? Yes, but I'm very selected which ones. That means they have to be really good ones, number one, and they have to be in the portfolio of someone who knows more than me. So it's not, there are a few people who know more than me that I respect as traders, and if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. All right, so let's do a quick trade on Merit to see what the numbers look like. Please, can you give me an example of a covered call? Cesar, how are you today? We're going to do one right now. Hold that thought. Tino, your screen on YouTube only shows the chart and call options and no puts. Well, let me double check that. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Ah, thank you. I see it. That didn't do it either. Give me a second. I almost got it. That should be it right there. That should be it. All right. Let's keep on going. Okay. Cesar, we're going to do a sample right now. Jersey, can you do a Mara trade and then roll it if the stock goes up? Yes, you can. Give me a second. I want to read some more of these questions. Okay, got that one, got that one, get that one. All right, I'm all caught up on all the questions. Let's go and take a look at a covered call. I'm actually going to do an example. So I like the trade. I like the 1 year chart. I like the 90-day chart. I like the 30-day chart. Now I want to look at the seasonality chart to see if I got a what do you call it? A Jersey hat trick. That's where you get 4 in a row. So let's go take a look at the seasonality. What does Mara usually do this time of year? All right, so here we are right now. Okay, we're right here now with Mara. And she's going to shoot up nicely by the end of the month. All right, I'll jump on that one. Okay, so everything looks good for Mara. So let's go and actually do a trade on Mara. First thing I want to do after I decide it's a yes for me, I'm going to change. What the hell am I doing? This right here. I've been doing this so long I forgot where it is. It's right there. I'm going to change it from a single to a covered call. Now, the nice thing I like about Think or Swim, see, look at all these different trading strategies. There's a lot of different trading strategies. I'm only doing 2, and I only show you 2. That's it. 1 is the single option, and 2 is the covered call option. If you're not familiar with the covered call option, there are literally hundreds of videos on YouTube, Vimeo, somewhere on the line to explain to you what a covered call is. It is one of the safest trading strategies out there. You're buying the stock. You own it. You can do whatever you want with it once you own it. So if I buy it tomorrow morning at 15.24, I can do whatever I want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the trade. I'm going to explain it to you one step at a time. First and foremost, I'm going to change it to covered call. There it is. I'm looking at the 15, which is right here. These are the strike prices. Okay. I'm looking at the 15. Right now, the stock price is 15.24. The closest strike price is 15. Now, think of it this way. Think of it as an agreement between the seller, me, and the new buyer. Well, the new buyer, here's what the conversation would kind of sound like. I own this stock at $15.24, but I'm going to let you buy it from me anytime between now, when you pay me, and the day the option expires, which in this example at the moment, 14 March 25. That's next Friday. Okay, 7 March 25, that's this Friday. There's not enough money this Friday, so we're going to go to next Friday, and we're going to pick up over $1 per share. All right, so let's buy this. Now, I just want to show you one contract so you get an idea, because you know better than I do how much money you have available. And then I'm going to change this from a limit order to a market order. And let me explain why. A limit order says, this is what I'm willing to pay, this is what I'm willing to accept. Only problem with that, that order can sit on the market maker's computer all day long and not even get filled. It kind of defeats the purpose. Well, I do the market order for two reasons. One, it's filled instantaneously first thing tomorrow morning. So at 9:30 a.m., I will be the proud owner of 100 shares, and I will have sold one contract for someone to buy it from me for almost the exact same price I paid for it. It almost sounds like it doesn't make sense. But let's go through the math, because math is a wonderful thing, because 1 + 1, no matter where you are in the galaxy or the universe, 1 + 1 is going to equal 2. Okay, this is not George Orwellian times, 1984. Nope, 1 + 1 equals 2. All right, so I want to change it to limit order, just one contract so you understand the numbers a little bit better. Now I want to hit confirm and send. Now I'm going to read it to you and explain to you each and every number to see if it makes sense. Who do we got over here? Yay, baby, what's happening? All right, you ready? Buy one covered call of Mara, M-A-R-A, 100, so that's the weekly. 14 March 25, that's next Friday at 4 p.m. The $15 call strike against the Mara, the stock, at the market at the open of the day. Okay, so as soon as that opens, I'm going to own this. This is going to be my position. Now, why am I doing it this way? Well, remember every video you ever watched me in? Hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. That's my mantra. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Okay, the consistency comes in where it has weekly options, which means I can do it every single week and bring in some revenue every single week, because it just makes sense. Okay, number two, when I said predictable, very few trades you actually know how much you're going to make before you do it. So this trade here, the stock doesn't have to do a damn thing. It doesn't have to go up. It doesn't have to go down. It doesn't have to go sideways. It can do nothing, and I'll still make my money. But when I say predictable, maximum profit, I already know how much I'm going to make off of this trade. So I don't have to watch it. Now, most people buy a stock and they sit and they watch it to go up. Well, here, I really don't care. I want to set it, forget it, be done and over with. Okay, now I get a lot of flack when people say, what if it goes down? Well, if you think it's going to go down, don't buy it. Simple. Never buy something you don't understand. If you don't understand that stocks can fluctuate up to 50% or more, and you're not okay with that, then don't do it. Okay? It is an investment. Okay, you buy a stock, make sure you want to hold on to it for the rest of your life. If it happens to hit my target before, fine. Well, what's my target? Well, in this instance, my target is 15. Well, it starts at 15.20. What are the odds of it staying at 15 by next Friday? Well, it's pretty damn good. You remember seeing the chart? We're at a 30-day bottom and going to the upside. Everything looks good, so why the hell not? All right, so let's finish up with this. What I'm going to show you here, buy one contract, one covered call, Mara, sorry. Here's my max profit, 91. Now, that probably doesn't mean anything to you, so let me bring up the calculator and show you. Garrett, you want me to take a look at AM? Hold on a second. Okay, I'm going to bring up the calculator so you have a good idea of what the numbers look like and what do they mean, because the equation is always the same. Clear this out of there. Okay, you take the profit right here, 91. That's the profit. Okay, I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to keep an eye on it. Okay, I'll take a look at it on Friday. If it's above 15, great. I get all my money back on Monday. And I get to keep that 91 bucks. Great. What happens if it's below 15? Well, I still keep the 91 bucks and then I reassess the situation. Okay, so what if she drops down to 14? All right, well, next week I'll sell the 15s again, as long as it makes financial sense, because I don't ever want to sell it for less than I paid for it. And remember, every time you do it, the premiums add up and add up and add up. We got some questions over on YouTube. Luigi, how are you today? Raphael, James, respectively, anyone says they made money using your strategies are lying. Okay. I ran it through my wealth management executive, and he said that it isn't for optimizing ROI. Well, Raphael, I appreciate it immensely. I tell you what, if you're up for it, I will call your money, who is it? Your wealth management dude. I will share my trades for the past, 90 days, which is the beginning of the year. And if he is correct, I'll give you $1,000. Okay? There's a couple hundred people here hearing me. Give me his number. I'll send him all my trades since the beginning of the year. If he can prove to me and to you that I don't make 1% every single week, I'll give you $1,000. That's a free $1,000 for you. Okay? Don't say something unless you're ready to put up some money, put up some action to prove it. I have no problem whatsoever. All my trades are listed. Where are they? Let's go right to here. Right to here. Okay, Raphael, here are all my trades for this year. Okay. Week 1, first quarter. Here's all my trades. Right there. U.S. Steel, MPW, Intel, Altria, Harley-Davidson, and Riley. Okay? Here's all the numbers. And here's all of the time stamps. All time stamped. Each and every single one. I'd be more than glad. Give him access to that. He can check it himself. And if you are right, if he is right that I am incorrect, I'll give you $1,000. What do you got to lose? Anyway, that being said, I seriously doubt he'll do anything because I do make over 1% a week. Okay, so let's take a look at this one for a second. If my maximum profit here is 91 bucks, well, let's put it into the calculator. 91 bucks. And what is it costing me to make this $91? Well, one contract is going to cost me $1,409. Well, that means I'm buying 100 shares of Mara, M-A-R-A. I'm buying 100 shares. What's your CRD? I have no idea what you mean by CRD. That's one heck of a way to keep a trade journal. Thanks, Law Like Me. Law Like Me, interesting. You always handle difficult situations with grace. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to take that as a Oh, what was my profit in 2004? Well, 2024. Hold on. Let's finish up with this one first, Aaron. JG, hold on a second. John, I got to go back a little bit for some of these questions. All right, I'm going to back up these questions for a little bit and then finish this one. All right, so let me finish up with Mara and then we'll go on. Okay, so as I was saying, Maximum profit right here, 91 bucks. Well, great. What is it costing me? It's cost me $1,409. All right, fine. So let's divide it by $1,409. Comes to a grand total of 6.4. Now, explain to me why that doesn't make any sense. Well, I'm buying it for $15.24 and I'm selling it for $15, which is less than what I paid for it. And I'm bringing in a nice amount of money. So explain to me why that doesn't work. I'll be more than glad to talk to your wealth manager. I have no problem whatsoever. Most of them don't like me because I don't color in the lines. Okay? I don't do what people want me to do. I wanted to ask you about DFS. Antoine, how are you today? DFS. DFS. All right, cool beans. Your ability, okay. All right. So anyway, hypothetically speaking, you got a couple of questions to ask yourself. And question number one, does it make sense? If I'm buying Mara at the current price, selling it to someone else through a covered call at the exact same price I paid for it, I collect a premium, and the premium comes to over 6%, why would I not do that trade? Remember the rules. Rule number one, never buy something unless you want to hold on to it for the rest of your life. If it doesn't make sense, if you cannot see yourself owning Mara until the day you die or until it hits 15, because I'm buying it at 15.24, selling it at 15. Yeah, I'm collecting a nice premium, which is over 1%. That's my goal, 1% every single week. But, hey, more than happy to talk to your money manager. And how about if I'm right, you pay me $1,000. If I'm wrong, I pay you $1,000. Come on, put your money where your mouth is. All right, so let's get out of this one. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to a single. Let's go over to here and back to where we are again. Okay, so that's Mara. I like Mara. The numbers look good. This is not a recommendation. This is not a, hey, I like this, you gotta buy it. I already own it, so what you guys decide to do, you are all adults here. You need to make up your own mind, do your own research. Never blindly trust anyone on YouTube or internet. Always do your research. And if you really want to talk to me, especially you, Mr. Raphael, and your money manager, drop me your number. I'll give you a call. I'll open up my account and he can take a look at everything he wants. But put your money up. Let's see what you got to say. Okay, let's get back to where we were. Okay, Garrett, we're going to take a look at AM in a little bit. It's 94 bits 9. Okay, thank you for that. Your positive attitude is so refreshing. Thank you for that one. I can't even pronounce that name. YDV War. Okay. Wealth manager is worried about his commissions? Probably. John, how you doing? Love the channel. Thank you. Red is not good. Wait a second. Okay, Anon, hold on one second. I'm going to get that one for you in a second. DFS, we'll take a look at that. When you make a purchase and use the market price, how do you know your purchase price? It is just the mid price. Well, here's the thing. When I do a market price and I want to know what I got for it, let me quickly show you something here for a second. Okay. Here's a filled order from this morning. Okay, it's filled order. To see what my fill price was, I come all the way to the right, click on that little hamburger there. I hit create a duplicate order, and that will give me the exact order that I just got filled. So I take that, hit confirm and send. Okay, my credit was $254. It tells me exactly what it got filled for, $254. What was it? Well, I bought back 7th of March. This is what I rolled forward, in case you guys don't know what that is. I bought back the 7th of March 27 call, and then I sold the 14 March. So basically I bought back this week's and I sold next week, rolled it into next week, bringing in a little bit of extra money. It's called rolling forward. That way I'm not losing any money and I just push it forward another week. Just another way of getting some more money. So to find out what it gets filled at, just go back in there, hit a duplicate order, hit confirm and send, and it brings you up the exact order. Okay, actually, it'll produce an exact copy of that order, which means it'll give you what the fill price was. Just don't hit this price. Just don't hit that again, because you end up buying some more. All right, so let's get out of there. So that's how you figure out what you get. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, thanks. Okay, JG, you want to see what my profits were from 2024? Why are people so damn nosy? All right, that's 2025. I don't want that one. 2024. Give it a second, it's going to load. Okay. Remember I tell you I share my what do you call it? I share 3 accounts. I got 7 accounts. I share 3 of them. Account 1, account 2, account 3. Okay, it gives you my average. So I made 63% here, 74% here. This one only made 33%. Now the reason why this one only made 33%, I didn't start this one until July. So that was only 5 months. So 5 months, 33, 12 months, 63, 12 months, 74. Okay, you can always click on right here. Okay, it tells you all my trades. Okay, these are all my losses, but they're not really losses because I still own some of them. Okay, all the profits, all the losses, every single trade I did last year. I don't hide anything. I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to prove to anybody. I'm just here to try to help people out, showing you there are better ways. There are easier ways. There are other ways. Don't always listen to what Main Street tells you, because Main Street does not have your best interest in mind. Think about it seriously. You're going to get to a point in life where you have to rely on either yourself or someone else, because whether you want to admit it or not, you are going to get old. And when you get old, you are going to need to retire. The money has to come from somewhere. You're either going to do it yourself, or you're going to give that responsibility to someone else, and you're going to be stuck getting whatever it is they're willing to give you. Okay? So your money manager doesn't understand it. He doesn't agree with it. Fine, I can understand why. Because if you eliminate him, well, you're taking money away from him. Okay? Ask yourself a question. Does it make sense? That's it. Does it make sense? It's a yes or no question. Either it makes sense or it doesn't. But here's the thing. Remember one thing before you quick to judge. The strategy I am showing you right now was created for my 9-year-old daughter. 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. So let me go back and just introduce you to the little princess. All right, YouTube channel right there. Now, some of you have seen her before. Some of you have heard of her before. Let's go to the videos. The oldest videos. Here she is right here.
Hi, I'm JC, and being part of my internet website Club Thingy, which my dad doesn't like me calling me that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks and hobby trading, and every month you'll be getting...
Okay, that's her. This is me 15 years ago.
What does that mean? That means every single day you buy a different stock, every single day there's a different company paying out dividends.
It always makes me laugh every time I see me doing that.
One company per...
Every time I see that, I laugh because I remember the day we did that. Okay, we had a whiteboard behind us. Okay, we did not have an EX dividend calendar then. This is 15 years ago. Okay, you can barely see the calendar in the background. Each and every single month on a big whiteboard, and we would write down how many companies were paying a dividend, how many were over 5%, how many were over 10%, because we knew certain things back then. Well, now we know some more things that we didn't know back then. Well, we're still doing pretty good back then, but you see, I always do the same things over and over again. I look at the 1-year chart, I look at the 90-day chart, I look at the 30-day chart, and then I look at the seasonality chart. I'm looking for 5 things when I do that, and I'm going to show you right now. 1 second. Anytime I look at a chart, I'm looking for 5 things. Okay, this is a 1-year chart. First thing I'm looking for is the high of the year. Second thing I'm looking for is the low of the year. Third, Where was it a year ago? Okay, that's a year ago. Where is it now? What is the movement? What's the direction? What's the motion of the ocean? The way how does the river flow? Okay, up, down, up. The bottom of the year for Harley Davidson is today. Now, you cannot get any lower than the low of the year. Well, where do you make all your money? You make all your money buying low and selling high. Well, I already owned some Harley Davidson. Unfortunately for me, I own Harley Davidson at 35, right here. Okay, now I bought Harley Davidson way back when, but I own it at 35, but it's down here at 25. So I'm still making money on it, but I'm not selling the 35s, I'm selling the 28s this week. Can it hit 28 this week? Yes, it can. Is it going to? It sure doesn't look like it's going to, but there's always that possibility. And if it does, I will just roll it into next week so I don't get called away. And hopefully, eventually, it will slowly expire worthless, and then I can move my strike price accordingly as the days and the weeks go on. So that's why I do it every single day, twice a day. Once in the morning, I do have a paid trading group that people actually pay to watch me trade and ask me questions. In the morning, I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. You will not hear a pitch by the end of the night. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Okay. That being said, a year ago, Harley Davidson's at 38.50. The high of the year, 44.21. That was back at the end of March of last year. Look at the last 90 days. Same five things. High, a low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the direction. Down, now she's bouncing off the bottom right here. All right, that's today. So let's go in a little closer and look at the last 30 days to get a better idea of where do we think it's going to be next week. Well, 30 days ago was the 30-day high, 27.50. She went down, up, down. Here's the bottom right here today, and she even went higher today. So she closed higher today than she closed yesterday. Okay, but it all depends. Do you like Harley Davidson? Is it a stock you want to buy and hold on to? Well, let's take a look at the numbers. Well, right now, it's at 25.15. Is that right? 25.97. I don't like that number. I'm going to go with the last traded price. The last traded price is 25.12. So the closest strike price is going to be the 25, and that's going for 70 cents. Well, that will definitely give me over my 1%, depending on where it opens up at. You got to remember, all these numbers here are all going to change as soon as the market opens. The market opens at 9:30 in the morning, and the numbers just keep changing. But the math stays the same. What's the stock at? What am I buying it for? What is the closest strike price? And what kind of a premium can I collect? And is that more than 1%? And then you have the inevitable 5 questions. Does it make sense? Do I like this stock? Do I like this stock at this price? Am I willing to hold on to this stock until the day I die, continue to get a 1% every single week, or whatever it gives me and continuously getting dividends every 90 days? Never buy something you don't understand and you don't want to hold on to. It just doesn't make sense. All right, let's go to some more questions. That demo was great. Thank you. Oh, boy. Let's go back. I missed some questions. Let's look at AMD. Hold on a second. We're going to take a look at AMD. I already have a list of about 8 stocks to take a look at. AMD will be next. Advanced Micro Devices. Jay Moore, thank you for the deep, detailed explanation. You're welcome. Ananom. Is now a good time to jump in, or are we in for a proper correction? Now, I'm not quite sure what you mean by a proper correction. Okay? Let me give you a few stocks just for the fun of it. All right, this one's Harley Davidson. Okay? Harley Davidson, the high of the year is $44. Okay? At the moment, she's sitting at 25. That is almost a 50% decrease. How much more of a correction did you want? let's take a look at Macy's. Oops. Macy's. Okay, the high of the year for Macy's is 22. Well, she's down to 13 now. That's a big ass drop. Was that 90%? Wait a minute, no, a 45% drop? Hold on, I got some more. Ford. Okay, the high of the year for Ford is almost 15. It's at $9.50. Well, that's a big ass drop. Wait a minute, I got some more. Halliburton, whoops, H-A-L, Halliburton. Okay, the high of the year for Halliburton was 42. Well, we're down to 24. Again, about a 50% drop. Okay, how much more of a correction do you think there's going to be? Most corrections you get anywhere between a 40 and 60 or 70% drop. I just showed you 4 companies that have already dropped over 50%. How much more of a correction do you think there's going to be? It's a good, valid question. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Free speech and other stuff, thanks. Okay, got it. Thanks for the help. It's working for me. Thank you, Antoine. Arnold Silver, how are you today? So, for example, if I wanted to do a Mara trade, I set the market order for 100 shares for tomorrow and then buy a covered call. Yes and no. Hold on a second. Luigi, Mara doesn't pay dividends. Is Mara an exception to your strategy? Anytime a stock shows up on Warren Buffett's list and it's not on my list, yes, that's an exception. Okay? Arnold Silver, a call. The call is buy at the market, sell at 15. Okay, so here's the thing. And Arnold, hold on a second. I want you to listen closely. Which one were we talking about? We were talking about Mara. M-A-R-A. M-A-R-A. Okay, now I want you to understand just a few things. Okay, first thing, Arnold. First thing I want you to understand, Arnold, this is not advice. This is not a, hey, this is great, you should buy it. No, 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 no. That's not what this is at all. I already own Mara. I'm just going through the numbers and showing you the possibilities. It is your responsibility to make sure you do your own due diligence. Now, good thing for me that every single one of my episodes are recorded. So if and when push comes to shove, this conversation may be used against you in a court of law, if that makes sense. What I'm saying is, Mara, 1 year chart looks like this. The high is just above 30. The low is right around 12. For those of you that are curious, that is more than a 50% drop. Okay, let me show you. Okay, hold on a second. I'm not done yet. A year ago, we're around 22. You can't really argue with the numbers. They are what they are. They are written down someplace other than Think or Swim, which is owned by Charles Schwab. Okay, a year ago, we're at 22. She drops down, shoots up, drops down, shoots up, drops down, shoots up. What does that look like? Well, it looks like a seesaw, doesn't it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Same thing over and over and over again. Stocks do two things. They go up, they go down. That is it. They do not come to your house, make you dinner in bed or breakfast in bed. They do not take the dog for a walk. They don't even take out the trash. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's it. All right. So the question you need to ask yourself, last 90 days, here we go. Here's the high, $30. Here's the low, 12. 30 days ago, we're at 15, shoots up to 30. That is a 50% increase. From 15 to 30, it's a 50% increase. Well, yeah, there's going to be profit taken. Well, she went down, she went back up again. She went down, she went back up again, and she's in the upward trend at this moment in time. Last 30 days, right about there. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 20. She drops down to 16, shoots back up to 21, and then she drops down to 12. Well, that's a big ass drop from $21 to $12. That's a $9 drop, which is about a 48% drop from here to here. Well, now she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days to the upside from the 30-day bottom. Well, that looks great. All right. Now, a covered call works kind of like this. Let's get rid of this. All right, let's change this to a covered call. Before I change it to a covered call, the last traded price right there, $15.12. The current bid, $15.35. The current ask, $15.39. Okay, we know what it is. Now, if I buy the stock, now remember, there's two trades in one. I'm buying a stock and then I'm selling a covered call or a call stock option against the position I just take. Okay, so if I buy it tomorrow morning at $15.39, now I own 100 shares at $15.39, and I decide to sell it at 15. Okay, right now the 15 is going for 105. But there's a little bit of a problem there, right? If I'm buying the stock at $15.39, oops, go back again. Hold on. Got to do the math and explain it. If I'm buying the stock at $15.38, it keeps changing. Hold on, Arnold. Give me a second. Tatopi. Hey, they closed the position for 6 SPY call contracts. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't do calls. I don't do call contracts on spiders. I don't. I'll explain it to you, but you need to hold on. All right, so Arnold, if I'm buying it here and I'm selling it here, I'm losing 36 cents. You see that? If I buy it 15.36 and I sell it at 15, I'm learning 36 cents. So let's bring up the calculator. Okay, clear. Okay, the current stock price, 15.36. Well, let's put it into the calculator. 15.36. Okay, and if I sell it at 15, right, I'm losing 36 cents, right? So subtract 15. Okay, I'm losing 36 cents. So now what I want to do is I want to subtract that 36 cents from the premium I'm going to collect, $1.05. Okay, so get this out of here. $1.05. Subtract that 36 cents that I'm losing. Let's try that one more time. $1.05 minus 36 cents comes a grand total of 69 cents. All right, so it's 69 cents per share. Well, what are the shares costing me? $15.39. Well, I'm going to take off the 36 cents because I already took it out of the equation. No sense to subtract it twice. So if I'm only selling the stock at 15, I want to divide 69 cents by $15. Okay, divided by 15 bucks. That gives me 4.6%. Well, 4.6% for 1 week is really not that bad if you think about it. All right? Because you multiply that times 52, because there are 52 weeks in the year, that's a grand total of 240%. But how often are you really going to get 4% a week? Probably not very often at all. Okay, so let me show you how the trade looks and how it should sound. Because the terminology used, most beginners are going to lose because they get the terminology wrong. They buy something instead of selling it, they sell something instead of buying it, or they hit the wrong button. Now, I hit the wrong button every once in a while. I did it once this year, lost a couple $1,000. I did it a couple times last year. It happens. And I've been trading for over 20 years, and every once in a while, I still hit the wrong button. Okay, so we're going to do the 15s right here. 15, and there we go. Now, no, that's not right. Covered call. There we go. Get rid of this. The 15s. There it is right there. Just one contract. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to listen very closely to the way it sounds. This is the order in which it's supposed to sound like. Buy one covered call of MARA, M-A-R-A 100. That is the weeklies. 14 March 25, That is next Friday. The $15 call strike against the stock, Mara, at the market open. Okay, that's to open the trade. Now you're buying the stock and you're selling the option. Listen closely. Buying the stock, selling the option against it. It's called a covered call. Buy the stock first, sell the option second. The reason why I'm doing a market order is because the stock order and the option order are already tied together as one order. It's a covered call. You're buying stock, selling the option at the same time, rather than doing it separately. Buying the stock, waiting a few minutes, and then going in and selling the option against it. That's two separate orders. A covered call order is one order. Buy the stock, sell the option. All one order, one commission. All right, well, that being said, just take a look at the numbers. Walking away with 76 cents, it's costing me $1,424. What does that come to? Okay, the numbers don't lie, but that's the way it's supposed to sound. That is not advice. That is not a recommendation. Okay? Do your own due diligence. Never blindly listen to anybody online. Do your own research. Thank you for explaining it. You're welcome, Arnold. Topi, hey, close. All right, so to Topi, they closed a position for 6 SPY call contracts. What does that mean? Well, they closed the position. That's all it means. The reason for my question is that I have 20 contracts, 567, of which are 6, and the rest are 555. All right, to Topi, I'm not understanding the question. You have 20 contracts, 567 of which 6, and the rest are 555. All right, now I don't do spiders, SPY. I don't do them because the numbers just don't make sense to me. They're not consistently profitable. I'm looking for consistency of profitability. SPY does not have that. And if you take a look at the number, hold on a second, let's get out of there. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to where we began and to Topi. You ready? Okay, we're going to put SPY. Now, I always tell people, make sure you have a financial website for you to check data. Okay, the highs, the lows, how many years of this, how many years of that, what's the book value, what's the earnings per share, what is the yield, blah, 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 all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Okay, so, Topi, you seen this? Okay, at Spider S&P 500 ETF Trust, SPY, that is the ticker symbol, this is what you're talking about. Currently, it's at 583. All right, do you see what the yield is? The yield, your $583 you put into each stock, and SPY is giving you 1.17% return per year. 1.17% per year. You're investing your money making not even 2%. Boggles my mind. That's where I come up with the phrase, what the hell were you thinking? Investing your money at less than 2%. You can put it into a CD nowadays and get better than that. High yield savings account are paying 4%. Government T-bills are paying over 5%. Why would you put in SPY if SPY is only paying 1.7? Boggles my mind. Really does. Let's keep on going. Wizard's Chest. Back again, dude. How are you today? Advanced micro devices. Why would you want advanced micro devices? AMD. Okay, hold on. We're putting AMD into the, what do you call it? Yahoo Finance. Okay, let's go to historical data because they have a dividend coming out on April 20. Wait a second. They don't have a dividend. The last dividend, Dividends only. Okay, so advanced micro devices. There are no dividends in the selected time period. So why would you invest in a company that doesn't share their profits? Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a company that's going to share their profits with me. I'm looking for cash flow. I'm retired, and that means I need to get some kind of money coming in. I'm too young to get Social Security, and even if I did get Social Security, that's not enough money to take care of my bills. All right, got another question over here. Lisa, or is it Liza? I'm fairly new to trading. However, I have discovered I like swing trading. I'm still learning. I've had some horrible trades. When I first started trading, I wasn't a swing trader. I'm not quite sure what all that means, but thank you, Lisa. That's no, what the hell were you thinking? Yep, luag. Okay. All right. Thank you for the deep, detailed explanation. You're welcome, G. Moore. Is now a good time to jump in, or are we in a proper correction? Okay, I think I answered that question. Do I like X days to expiration? No, I do not. What do I think about AITX? I have no idea what the hell AITX is. AITX. Well, how well is AITX paying dividends? Okay, so AITX has no dividends at all. Why would you even suggest it on a dividend investing channel? Boggles my mind. That's no, what the hell were you thinking? That's where it comes in handy. See that? You like the shirt? We're going to have them available for sale eventually. James William, AITX, you already asked me. I already answered. It has no dividends. It's a no. That demo was great. Paul, glad you liked it. He will answer, but just ask once. Thank you very much, Laurie. Spot on. Thank you. Yep. Time to delete. So your goal is not to collect the dividend, just a premium. Oh my goodness, this is the first time you've been here. First time I've seen this number, and you nailed it on the first comment. Yeah, I like the idea of the dividend. Stocks have a tendency to go up in value just before the dividend is paid. However, just after the dividend is paid, stocks have a tendency to go down. So if you know when a stock is going to pay its dividend and it's going to go up, perfect time to buy. But what trading strategy are you going to use? There's literally tons of strategies. Which one is best for you? I'm looking for something simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Now, I taught this to my daughter when she was 9 years old because she said, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? Well, at 9 years old, it had to be simple and safe and predictable and consistent, all that stuff. So if it works for a 9-year-old, it should work for you guys. Now, most of you guys are over 9. I'm assuming, okay? Adults have a tendency to make this more complicated than it needs to be. You either like the company and you want to join with their profits, or you don't like the company. You have the choice to do whatever you want. The challenge is there's 9,900, last time I checked, 9,936 different companies. That's a lot to choose from. Well, how do you decide? Well, I'm going to tell you what I have 2 criteria. That's it, just 2. How do you decide? I get 2 criteria. 1, consistency of profitability, 20 years minimum. Stock market's been around for 400 years. It shouldn't be that difficult to find a couple of companies that have 20 years of profits. Okay, they've been the stock market, 400 years old. First dividend stock, 1602. Okay, we're in 2025. Yeah, there's got to be some companies that are consistently profitable. And there are services that track who has been consistently profitable. You got the dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 lists right there will give you about 300 companies that are profitable consistently. Let's keep on moving. Laurie, so is Raphael put in his $1,000? I seriously doubt it. I haven't heard back from him. People have a tendency to spit something out, say something negative, and then they just disappear. Well, apparently Raphael disappeared. You want to take on that bet, Laurie? You've been here long enough. You've actually seen it work. Raphael hasn't. All right, Cesar, hello. Can you give me an example how to sell at the expiration? Why am I selling at the expiration, Caesar? Okay, you're adding another step. Okay, you're looking for something that's not in the equation. Okay, if I buy a company, I want to sell it to someone else for the same price I just paid for it. I honestly don't care if it moves up. I don't care if it goes down. My concern is consistency of profitability. Is the company profitable? Do they have weekly options? Is this a company I want to buy and hold on to? Well, if they've been profitable every single year for 2 decades, why wouldn't I want to buy it? That's a better question. But you got to find which companies are out there that are consistently profitable. Well, it's basically easy. Dividend Kings, 50 years of continuous profitability. Dividend Champions, Dividend Aristocrats, 25 years of consistent profitability. Then you get the Dividend Contenders, 10 to 24 years of consistent profitability. And for the fun of it, we'll throw in Warren Buffett's list because I like Warren Buffett's style. So, Caesar, I don't do trading on dates of expiration. Sorry. What is the top stock? Okay, Bob, it all depends on what your definition of top stock. Tazzle, who pays a nice dividend? Okay, Tazzle, there's over 5,500 different companies that pay a dividend. Disgruntled Cook, back again. I remember that name. You want to take a look at D. All right, we're going to get to the list in a second. I want to answer these questions first. And then after I answer all these questions, we're going to go right to the list that we got up so far. Sorry, I had to do something. Lisa, what were you saying? Fairly new. Okay, got it. Understand. BRV10. Do you recommend paper trading before starting? Oh, hell yeah. I've been trading for over 20 years. I still paper trade. Seriously, I do. Where is it? Right. Okay, right there. You see it? Paper trading. This is a paper trading account. This is a couple of my real accounts. So there's a couple accounts on this one. Okay, a couple accounts here. But yeah, I do have one paper trading account because anytime I come up with a new strategy, now I'm only teaching you guys one strategy. That's it. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That strategy was created for my 9-year-old daughter. I give this one away for free. Okay, I don't ask anyone to buy anything. I do have a lot of shit to sell. I've written 14 books. I have a course, all that kind of crap, but I'm not asking you to buy anything. All right, so when you ask that question, it's really not that difficult. I was wondering if you had any recommendations on stocks that would be really good for swing trading. Okay, can you name 10 stocks with the best dividends paid? Well, I'll do better than that. Hold on a second. Hope you had a pen and paper handy. Oh, wait a second. I know an easier way. Let's get out of that. Go here. All right. Hold on. I need my glasses for this one. All right, let's get that right here. And here you go. Are you ready? AWR, American Waters, DOV, Dover, GPC, Genuine Parts Corporation, NWN, Northwest National, PG, Procter & Gamble, EMR, Emerson, PH, Parker Hannifin, 3M, CIF, Cincinnati Financial, CL, Colgate Palmolive, NJN, Johnson & Johnson, KO, Coca-Cola, LANC, Lancome, ITW, Illinois Tool Works, LOW, Lowe's, NDSN, that's Nordson, FMCB, oh shit, I don't know that one, but it's $1,000 a share. And no need for me to know that one. HRL, Hormel, TR, Tootsie Roll, ABM, Abelmal, CWT, shit, what the hell is CWT? You can't expect me to know all of them. FRT for I forget. Shit. All right. Anyway, right there, those are all the companies that have 5 decades of increased dividends. Right there, a whole list. Let's get out of that. And back to Mara. All righty. So hopefully that answered your question. Tazel, NVO. I never heard of NVO. All right, well, let's take a look at NVO. NVO. Okay. NVO. All right, well, let's go to Yahoo Finance to see what NVO's track record on dividends, considering this is a dividend investing channel. All right. All right, so NVO started paying dividends in 1998. 1997, 1 cent. 98 was 1 cent. 99 was 1 cent. 2000 was 1 cent. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 years. 4 years, no increase whatsoever. Not a good start. 4 years, no increasing. All right. 2001 to 2. 2002, 2. 2003, 3. Then 4, then 4, then 5, then 6. Then 9, then 10, then 14, then 18, then 25, then 32, then 42. And then it goes from 42 to 38. Why the big drop? I'm kind of curious. Okay, 38 to 48 to 22, another big drop. 33 to 24, another drop. 34 to 23, another drop. 39 to 22, another drop. Okay, 28 to 52 to 29 to 59 to 44 to 93 to 51. Okay, there's no consistency there. When I'm saying consistency, let me show you what consistency should look like. Okay, this is my idea of consistent profitability, because sometimes it's not clear to some people. Okay, let's go all the way back to 2005. That's 20 years ago. That should be enough. Okay, 2005, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83. Every single year, the dividend was higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. That's consistency of profitability. That last company you just gave to me, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. 1 step forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1. No, that's not consistently profitable. When I say never buy a stock you do not understand, one of the things about understanding a stock is seeing how consistently profitable they are by looking into the historical payments of what they have done. You can look at the 20 years of what do you call it? Earnings reports. Well, is the earnings higher than they were last year? Is it higher than it was the year before? Higher than the year before? Consistency of profitability. There are plenty out there. Okay? Why would you input your money into a company that's not consistently profitable? It boggles. I have no words. How do you explain to someone rationally? Hey, I just bought this stock. Yeah, I know the dividends went down this year, but I thought it was no. If they're not consistently profitable, why would you put your money there? That's a good question. And that's a question you got to answer. You don't have to answer it to me. You do whatever you want with your money. Let's keep on going. Disgruntled cook. All right, Dawson. So I have VB only has less than 2% SEC yield. Should I sell it? Okay, Dawson, I can't give you advice on what to do. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to because I don't know anything about you, and it wouldn't be fair to you for me to just blurt out what I think you should do when I don't know anything about you. So if you really want a conversation with me, and I tell this to everybody here, if you really want to, and this boggles my mind, you want a conversation? Fine. send me your phone number. I will give you a call. Okay, seriously, send me a number. I will call you. We'll have a call. We'll have a talk. This is not for everyone. Okay, this is not set it, forget it, and you're good to go. No, you actually have to do some work. Okay, think of it this way. You get up every morning, you make yourself a cup of coffee. You get up every morning, you make yourself some breakfast. You take a shower, you go to the bathroom, you get dressed. Well, why not sit in front of your computer for 5 or 10 minutes just to take a look at what your money's doing? It's your money. You should have some kind of interest on where it's going, how it's being invested. It's like a garden. If you have a garden and you don't take care of the weeds and you don't take care of your plants, well, don't be surprised if it fails on you. All right, let's keep on going. So Taz, VNO, is going to be a no. Sorry, dude. A disgruntled cook, D. Isn't that Dominion? D, Dominion? Yeah, it is. It's Dominion. Okay, so disgruntled cook, you've only been here for a few times. No, you're not here every single night, so I'm going to cut you a little bit slack. Monthlies, they just don't work. Let me explain why they don't work. Well, other than the fact that there's only 12 months in a year and I can only do a covered call 12 times, if I'm averaging 1 to 2% each trade, I'm going to make 12 to 24%. Okay, that's great for some people. Not for me. I want 1% a week. Because once you see, you can never unsee. Okay? So once you see something, Alexa, skip. Okay. Got to get permission to use someone's song on the radio. Weird. Anyway, monthlies don't work. 12 to 24% on a monthly. That might be great for some people, and you only have to do it once a month. Okay, that's not that bad. Well, 1% a week, you got to do it once a week. Every week, once a week, every week. If you can't tend to your money, do not complain with whatever your money manager gives you or your investment broker gives you, because they don't have your best interest in mind. All right, let's keep on going. So no to Dominion, sorry. So I have VB. I have no idea what VB is. That's a no. That's what VB is. Okay, monthly. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Okay. Enjoy learning from you. Thank you. Bob, what's happening? What is the best paying dividend stock? Okay, Bob Singh, you're going to have to give me a better question than that one. What is a yield you like to see? Paul, I like to see a yield of 1% per week. That's the yield I like to see. Okay, I'm in for one. QCOM, we'll write that one down. QCOM. Got a couple more questions, then we're going to go right to that. Is this the class? No, this is just free information. You guys to ask me whatever you want to ask, and I'll go from there. What is the best dividend stock? Bob, you already asked me that question. Jose, que pasa, amigo? If you have 300, what would you do with it? I'd invest it sparingly. All right. That works for dividend stocks. Mara is a different strategy. I'm going to agree with you, Jay Moore, but I still pay a covered call with Mara. Okay, it's not ideal, but it's what I'm doing. What is the best paying dividend stock? Okay, Bob Singh, you already asked me that 3 times. You have to give me a better question than that. Joe Silva, Dogecoin, nah, no thank you. Hey, bro, what do you think about Chainlink? You actually got to give me the ticker symbol because I've never heard of them. Disgruntled Cook, you're welcome. Misty pays top dividend amount. I'm Fresha. Oh, now Fresha, you and I have had a conversation before. Yes, it is very volatile, but it has no dividends, okay? And it's not that old of a stock. It's only been around for a very short period of time. Dawson, I cannot tell you that, Dawson. What is my favorite index fund? I don't do index funds. Sorry. Make America purr again. Hey, bro, nice to see you. What do you think about Chainlink? You got to give me the ticker symbol for Chainlink, okay? Okay, I'm fresher. I'm not going to agree with you. MSTY is not a good. All right. Fresher, you've done this before. MSTY. Misty, Yield Max, Income ETF. Okay. MSTY. Let's take a look. How wonderful is MSTY at paying dividends? Well, look at that. MSTY very first dividend was paid April 4th, 2024. This company's not even 1 year old. How can you possibly tell me that is a good company? But hold on, it gets a little worse. Okay, fresher, Bob Singh. The very first dividend was 413. The very next one, they dropped it down to 252. That is almost a 40% drop. How can you say that is the best if it goes from one dividend, decreases it 40%, then increases it 10, 15%, then it decreases, increase, decrease. How can you possibly tell me that's the best? It keeps going up and it goes down. There's no consistency whatsoever, and it's not even a year old. Why would you give your money to a 1 year old company? Okay, it's great for those who want capital appreciation, who say, hey, here's my money, do what you want, let me know what you got in a couple of years. That's what that is. That has no consistency whatsoever. Not even 1 year old yet. But it's your money, you do what you want. Yep, Coney is the exact same thing. C-O-N-Y, Coney. Okay, October 6, 2023. All right, so this one's about 2 years old. So Coney and Misty, one's 2 years old, one's not even 1 year old. Okay, I don't know about you. You can invest your money anywhere you like. I like companies that have at least 2 decades of consistent profits. You can't even get 3 years of consistent profits with a company that's 2 years old or 1 year old. Okay? YBIT. Why do I have a funny feeling this is going to be the same thing? YBIT. Again, not even a year old. Look at the dividends. June 6th, 2024. Not even 1 year old. It goes 137, gets lower, it gets lower, then it goes up. Then it goes up, then it gets lower, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes. No consistency of profitability whatsoever. Boggles my mind why you'd put your money there. Favorite index fund? I don't have one. QCOM, we're going to look at that in a little bit. Where's the class for the 9-year-olds? What about VOO? Bob, that's a little bit better than the other two. Okay, William wants to take a look at Pepsi. I'm so glad to discover your channel. It was completely by accident. Oh, Lisa, it happens. ABR. Okay, sorry, I had to do something, not quite sure. Paper trading, blah, blah, blah. I was wondering if you had any recommendations on stocks that would be really good for swing trading. I already listed those off. Can you name 10 stocks with the best dividends paid? ABR, please. What is ABR? ABR. Okay, we're going to look for a few more stocks. I'm going to stop all the questions. I'm going to rattle through them really quickly. So let's see what else we got here. Okay, William wants to take a look at Pepsi. Dividend King, that much I do know. Shaq, what's happening? First time here, loving what I'm seeing so far. Was wondering your thoughts on MLPX. MLPX and OMF. OMF. All right, Shaq, chill for a little bit. We'll get to that in a minute. William, Pepsi, we're going to go to that one too. GTA 6 on Ethereum. Okay. What about VOO? All righty. Bob, we're going to take a look at VOO in a minute. What stock is that one? We did that one. QCOM, we're going to get that in a little bit. How do I give you my phone number? Bob, hold on one second. Right here. All right, hey, Bob Singh, right here. Do you see it? Right up top. Okay, right there. It says top left corner of your screen. It says Dividend Stock Talk. You click on that, and there'll be a little tiny envelope right there. That's my email. You click on that, send me an email with your number. I'll give you a call. All right, what stock is that one? That one, YBIT. Yeah, 1-year-old. MPLX. Okay, MPLX. MPLX. All right, Shaq, we'll get that in a minute. QCOM, how do I give you my number? You did that one already. Leave my Alexa alone. That works. Coney, VOO, Cody. Uh-oh, what the heck is Cody? COTY. I know what Cody is, CODY. Can't wait to drink this weekend, literally shaking. Okay, not considering dividends. Okay, Lapman. I'm sure sooner with dividends. Okay, I'm not quite sure with that one, but all right. James, thank you. AWR, American Water, those are monthlies. Dividend Kings. Dawson, is it normal to have a cap loss if invested in diversified stocks within a month? Is this considered gambling? Unicorn Sparkles, is this considered gambling? Hold that thought for 1 second. Hey, James, how do I run the numbers to see if I should roll? Well, Candy, that's an easy one. You got to go through the normal questions. Number one, what did you buy the stock for? Number two, what strike price did you sell a covered call against the stocks you own? Number two. Number three is, where is the current stock price now? What is the value of the option you sold against it? Does it make sense to buy it back and roll it into next week? Or is it better to let it expire worthless and then sell something else next week? Okay, Bob Singh, we're going to take a look at VOO in a minute. Hold on a second. Austin, how are you today? What's your opinion on American Waters? Okay, speed limit breaker. Oh, speed limit breaker. Okay, speed limit breaker, AWR, is American Waters. It's a monthly optional stock. It's a no. Where are you looking at? Where are you looking at? Okay, Bob, I have 7 channels going, which means I have questions over there. I have questions over there. I get questions over there. I get questions over there. I get questions down here. And I have questions right down in front of me where you are. Okay, so one thing at a time. I will get to each and every individual question as it progresses. I got a couple of things that you want me to take a look at. I will. Jim, Soundhound, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol because that's not a stock I actually invest in because the numbers don't work. Wow, 8.9 years I put it in ChatGPT. Lapman, I have no idea what you put into ChatGPT. Can you talk about ADM? Advanced, wait a minute. Archer Daniel Midland. Ooh, CJ, that's a good one. ADM. In case you didn't know, ADM is a dividend king, which means they've increased their dividends for 5 decades or more. Okay, if you have a 401 to invest, where would you invest it? There's a lot of details there. Oh, if I have 40,000. Candy, so if the stock is above the strike price, stock is above the strike price, should I let it expire and sell or rebuy? Okay, now, Candy, I can't tell you what to do, but I can give you a couple of ideas. If I buy IBM at $100, I sell the right to someone to buy it from me at $100 by this Friday. Let's say the stock is at 105. Well, that person who bought that option is going to want to buy that stock from me. I get all my money back on Monday. If I really like that stock and the chart looks good, yeah, I might get back into it. Or I might let it go up, turn around, take the profits, and when it bounces back up, jump in again. If I sell and the stock is up, I don't want to jump in right away. I want to look at something else to make sure I'm getting the run up rather than taking it up to the high and then taking the risk of it turning around, going back down. Because it's only going to go up to a certain point before it turns around and comes back down again. But I can't really tell you. You could send me your number. I can give you a buzz and we can talk about it. Sweet Jones, dude. Nice to see you here, brother. James, the other channel is frozen. Is it really? Let's take a gander. It doesn't look like it's frozen. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So let's go. Lapman, I'm kind of curious what you put in the chat GPT 8.9 years ago. Okay. Bob's saying 40 grand. I would do some paper trading first before I put real money into anything because you're relatively new here. CJ Mason, I invested $30,000 at $45 a share. I have no idea which one you're talking about, but okay. Philippe, hey. Oh, you can do 4. Wants to take a look at Campbell's Soup. CPB. CPB. We are almost ready to stop all the questions. Hey, from Alexis, Memphis, Tennessee. How are you today? Stephen Wilson, you can send me. I have no idea what he's talking about. What are you teaching us? I just joined. Oh, well, sit back, relax. We are looking at investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Hi, can you help me? Where are you typing the ticker symbol? I'm typing the ticker symbol right up here where the ticker symbol goes. Either there or here, either one. This isn't. I have no idea, science biz, what that means. Mason, damn, really. Okay, AGNC. Ugar, how are you doing tonight? Okay, this is the last of the questions, AGNC. Now we're going to take a look at all the stocks you guys asked me to take a look at. Okay, I got a nice little list right here. We're going to take a look at each and every individual one. And I'm just going to blow through them as quick as I can. What do I recommend? I recommend you sit back, relax, grab a pencil, piece of paper, write down little questions you might have, and then ask yourself a couple of simple questions. Number 1, does it make sense? Number 2, do I think I can do this? Number 3, is this something worthy of me doing? Those are simple questions. You either get it or you don't get it. Okay, you're either going to invest your money yourself or you're going to give it to someone else and take whatever it is they give you. If you're interested in 1% every single week, sit back, relax, pay attention, ask questions. I'm going to go through a bunch. If it makes sense, great. If you have a question, just ask. Let's do this. So I'm stopping the questions. So if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I just stop the questions so that I can go through all these stocks and then you can decide which ones you want to take a closer look at. I don't pay any favorites, so I'm just going to go through them quick as possible. Macy's is the first one on the list. All righty. Doesn't look so good so far, but here we go. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at the movement. Down, sideways, we're sitting at 13.31. The 13.30s, the 13.50s is going for 60 cents. That's way more than 1%. Actually, that's more than 2%. So let's take a closer look. A year ago, Macy's was at 20. She jumps up to 22.12, and that was midway through March of last year. $90 days ago, 3 months ago, 16.50 jumps up to 18, drops down to 13. This is where we are. Look, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Where do you think it's going next? Think about it. But not yet, because it hasn't stopped its drop. It can go lower tomorrow. It might turn. This is something you might want to keep your eye on. Okay? 30 days ago, down, up, down. As soon as she finds the bottom, it will turn around and go back up. That's all they do. Once they get to a certain price, people say it's not worth that. They sell off, take all their profits, and then it gets to a bottom, and then people start jumping in and buying again, and it turns around and goes back up. I would wait, me personally, I'd wait a little bit longer to find the bottom, maybe tomorrow or the next day, Thursday, Friday, or Monday. Better yet, Monday would be nice. I'm going to write it down for Monday because it looks good. Okay, I wrote that down for next week. Next on the list, ADP. ADP. Quick and to the point, we're going to say no only because it's at the high of the year. See that? I don't buy at the high of the year. It doesn't make sense. Okay, you buy low. Look, sideways, it dropped. This is where you buy. It goes up, drops. This is where you buy. It goes up, drops. This is where you buy. It goes up, drops. This is where you buy. You don't buy at the high. You wait for it to come back down again. That's all they do. They go up, they come down. They go up, they come down. That's it. Look. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. Okay, no to ADP for this week. Maine, I'm pretty sure Maine is a monthly. It's probably going to be a no, and it is. No, it's a monthly. ASTS, I think that's a no also. Okay, ASTS. Why did I say no to ASTS? ASTS in the Yahoo Finance, just to see how well they pay dividends, and they don't. There are no dividends. No, thank you. YMAX. Now, somebody wanted to know about YMAX. YMAX. I'm not even going to look at the chart. I'm going to go right to the dividends. All right, so let's take a look at YMAX. Do you see that? February 2024. This thing is just over a year old. What is it, 13 months? And you think I'm going to put my money into a 13-month-old company? Hell no. I want consistency of profitability. 1 year, 1 month. How the hell can you tell if they're profitable or not? No, thank you. Riot. Now, I do own some Riot. RIOT. Now, Riot, check it out. Here's the high, here's the low, that's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this, down, up, down, up, down. Here we are here, just changing direction here. Want a close look at that, see what it's doing. A year ago, we were at 1250. She drops down, finds the bottom of the year in the first week of September, $6.33. The high of the year, right there, 1587, and that was the second week of November. Well, look at the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 1150. Shoots up to 1250. Drops all the way down to 8. That's a big drop. That's a 25% drop from here to here. 25%. So yeah, today is the first day to the upside. I like 2 days the upside before I jump into anything. But this is starting to look good. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. She's starting to turn around. I like 2 days to the upside. We got one here. We might get another one tomorrow, which means Friday would be a great possible time to jump in, as long as there's 2 days to the upside. Because you got to find your bottom somewhere, somehow you need to identify it. And you make most of your money buying low and selling high. Well, at 25% drop, now she's turning around, going up. There's a high probability for Riot. I'm going to put a star next to it. Next on the list, AM. AM. No, 2 reasons. Number one, it's too close to the high, and it's a monthly. No, thank you. DFS. Who came up with DFS? Discover card. Ooh, okay, same thing here. Look at this. I want a closer look at that. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. It's turning right here. I want a closer look. A year ago was the bottom of the year. And that was 118.51 a year ago. The last 90 days. High, low is, look at the direction. Down, up, down, up, down. Now she's turning right there. Let's get a little bit closer. 30 days, right there. 30-day high, drops, shoots back up, back down, back up, back down. Here's your new bottom right here. It's bouncing off. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's going back to the upside. I'm going to put another star next to Discover. Okay, AMD. Advanced Micro Devices. Don't know why I'm looking at this one. Let's go right here. AMD. The reason why I'm going here, because I've seen it before. I just want to point it out. There are no dividends in this time period. Why would I want to do that? Dividend investing for weekly cash flow, no dividends. No. Didn't they have a news article about some creative financial reportings? Okay, so let's keep on going. AMD's a no. Dominion's a no. QCOM. Now, QCOM is on my list. QCOM. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, sideways. 158, the 157.50s. That's more than 2%. That's a yes. Well, let's take a look. What's going on right here? I'm looking for 2 days the upside from the bottom on the 30-day time frame. Well, this is the 1 year. Okay, high, low. We've seen that already. Okay, a year ago, we're at 163. The high of the year, 230. That was in the middle of June. Okay, last 90 days. Here you go. Here's the high. The low is okay, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. And unfortunately, this is going to be the same as the last one we just looked at. Okay, here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom yesterday. Today's 1 day to the upside. So I'm going to get a little check mark next to this one because it is a possibility. ABR. ABR. Interesting. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1231. 1233, the 12 is going for 16, losing 33. I'm going to say no because the numbers just don't work. Sorry. Okay, right there. If I'm buying it for this and I'm selling it for this, I'm losing money. No, thank you. The numbers just don't work. Pepsi, Dividend King, in business over 100 years. Consistently increase their dividends. Look at the numbers. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. 154.38. The 155s are going for 86 to 138. That's not 1%. Sorry, no Pepsi this week. OMF. OMF. No. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Okay, argue all you want. Numbers just don't work on monthlies. VOO. I'm not even going to look at this. I'm going to go straight to Yahoo Finance to show you how wonderful VOO is with their profitability. Okay. All right, they go all the way back to 2010. What does that mean? It means only 15 years of dividend. There's a big difference between 15 years of dividends and 15 years of increasing dividends. Let's take a look at the numbers. Are you ready? 56, 53, that's backwards. 54, 57, 58, 69, 57, backwards again. 64, 69, 94, 67, backwards. 74, 79, 91, 78, backwards. 81, 88, 98, 90, backwards. 95, 109, 101, backwards. 95, backwards. 88, backwards. 130, 1 backwards. No. Up, down, up, down, up, down. No consistency of profitability whatsoever. But hold on. VOO actually gets worse. You may be asking yourself, how could it get worse? Okay, let's go to the summary. The summary is going to tell us what kind of rate of return are you getting from VOO. Okay, the yield. Now, the yield is basically you put your money in, and at the end of the year, you take all the profits and you figure out what your profit is as opposed to your investment. 1.21%. 1.2. How the hell can you explain to anyone why you think VOO 1.2%? Not for the week, not for the month, not for the quarter, for the year. 1.2%. How can you possibly say that's a good investment? Okay, next. MPLX. I have no idea what that is. MPLX. It's a no is what it is. Next. Cody. All right. Didn't we already look at Cody a little while ago? I'm not even going to look at the chart because I'm going to go right to here. CODY. COTY for Cody. All right, let's take a look at Cody. 2013, 20 cents. 2014, no difference. 2015's up, 2016's up, 2017 decreased it by 50%. I don't know how you can possibly tell me that's a good idea. Okay, so 2016, 13, 2017, 13, 2018, 13, 2019, 13, 2020, 13. Nothing from there. Cody, no thank you. Sorry. Next, ADM, Archer Daniel Midland, Dividend King, gotta love it. ADM, Archer Daniel Midland. Unfortunately, she's actually in a downturn. 30 days ago, here's your bottom here. She's up here and she's pulling back. That's 2 weeks of going down. I'm looking for a bottom. Once you find the bottom, then maybe. Sorry, no to ADM. Next, Campbell's Soup, CPB. No. Again, here's your high, here's your low. So the high of the year is 53. Your bottom's at 37. Okay, that's a 40% drop. Okay, but look at the last 30 days. Okay, here's your bottom, here's your top. Okay, gaps down. Not yet. I like 2 days to the upside. Maybe. Here's your bottom, here's your top. She pulled back. There is room here to there, but is it an uptrend or is it a downtrend? You can't tell with just 1 day. Okay, it just dropped. You need 2 days to go to the upside. So not this week for Campbell's. Last one on the list, AGNC. AGNC. Interesting. Okay, here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1038. The 1010 is going for 35 to 40. Yeah, that's not going to work. The 1050, that's not going to work. The numbers just don't work for AGNC. Sorry, no. Okay, so that's everything on the list you guys just gave me for the evening. So it's 11 o'clock. Let's go to some questions and see what we have. All right, Pepsi we looked at. Check. Okay, MPLX. Sorry, those are all no's. Hey, James, should I run the, how do I run the numbers to see if I should roll? We already did that a little earlier. Candy, so if the stock is above the strike price, should I still let it expire and sell or rebuy? It always going to depend on the numbers, Candy. What did you buy it for? What did you sell it for? Are you making a profit? If it's profitable, someone takes away from you, you get all your money back. Monday, you just look at another one. If you take a look at the exact same one, is there enough room from the 30-day bottom to the 30-day top for you to actually get some money out of it? And is it a safe trade? Keep on going. Gotcha. Thanks. JPK Anderson, good morning. Have been following you for a month now. If you would be interested in being invited to Sweden, there is a place available in one of our bank offices. Email me privately. Okay, now JPK Anderson, I appreciate it immensely. I seriously doubt you can pay me enough to move to Sweden. Maybe, okay? But I'd only do it for like a year or two. I'm 61 years old, gonna be 62. I don't think you really want me on your list. But we can always chat. You say no more than my wife. You should be asking your wife a different question, William. But I like that. That's funny. Lisa, I have VOO and it has gone up in the last 2 years. I have 20% increase. Okay, so Lisa, You just said you made 20% on VOO in 2 years. That's 10% a year. That's less than 1% per month. Now, Lisa, I'm showing you how to get 1% per week. 1% per week over a 2-year period. Well, that's a hell of a lot better. Hold that thought. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Lisa, if you want to chat, send me a number. I'll give you a buzz. But yet 20% in 2 years does not impress me at all. Terribly sorry. BBAI. Tony, never heard of BBAI. BBAI. Big Bear AI Holdings. I'm going to say hell no, brother. Okay. A couple of months ago, we're at $1.50, and then she jumps up to 10, and then she pulls back to 4. Yeah, no. I seriously doubt there's 20 years of anything in this company. All right, so over here to TikTok, what kind of questions you got for me? Okay, hey, Rich Bruner's in the house. Where's the wifey? Is the wifey here? Hey, from Alexis, Memphis, how are you doing? Wilson, can you send me? I prefer you not do that. What are you teaching us? You just joined. Rich Bruner, hi, can you help me? All right. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to find out where we ended up. Okay, AGNC is a no. What do I recommend? I recommend keep coming back, keep asking questions. Any book you would recommend? Yeah. Wade Cook's Wall Street Money Machine. It's an easy read. Thank you for explaining that. You're welcome. Ooh, ORC. Noah, what the heck is ORC? ORC. Orchard. Yeah, no. NVA. NAV. Has no options, no thank you. Wolf Trades, how are you doing today? Okay, I have no name here. YETH, no. RDTE, no. QDTE, no. XDTE, no. Okay, that was MCI, not AMD. Latman, you thought that was SMCI. AMD. Okay, AMD, here it is right here. Okay. Advanced Micro Devices, AMD. Okay, $101.67. There are no dividends in the selected time period. Okay, AMD is a no. That's a no. You need to clean your camera. Thank you kindly. Those pay monthly. Yes, those do. SPI closed the weekly low. Don't know, don't care. SPY is not on my list. Speed limit breaker. Wally World, huh? I haven't done Wally World in a while. WMT. All right, let's take a look at Wally World. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Sideways, up, down, up, down, up, down. Right here at 95, 98. The 96s are going for 148. That's 1.5%. 1.5% for 1 week. Does it make sense? Do you like Walmart? Well, Walmart should be on your list. They had 25 years of increased profitability. How can you say no to Walmart? Well, let's take a look at the numbers. A year ago, we were at 60.25. The bottom of the year is the end of April, 58.43. The last 90 days, look at this. High and the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down. 96. Let's take a little bit closer. The last 30 days, right there. Here you go, last 30 days. Okay, 101 to 105. drops down to 92. 105 to 92 is a $13 drop. That's over 10%. Okay, then she shoots up, pulls back. Not quite the right time to jump in, but yesterday was lower than today. So today we have a higher bottom. Could it be a sign that it's going up? Could be. Do you like Walmart? What does Walmart normally do? Well, normally we're going to need to take a look at the seasonality chart for Walmart. This is what Walmart usually does this time of year. Okay? Basically just sideways with a slight tilt to the upside. Slight, very slight, but it's still to the upside. It's perfect for covered calls and spreads if you know how to do spreads and covered calls. What does it look like if we do a trade on Walmart? Let's take a look at the 96s. All right, first thing I want to do, go from single, change it to covered stock, okay? And then I said I like the 96s where it is right now. So if I buy it at 96 and I sell it at 96, let's see what I can make off of this. Right there, there's the 96. One contract at the market. Confirm and send. Here's what it sounds like. Buy one covered call of Walmart. 100, that is the weeklies. 14 March 25, that means it expires next Friday at 4 p.m. The $96 call option on the Walmart stock at the market to open. The maximum profit, $154. That's the maximum profit. DC, New York City, what's happening? All right, so $154.50 is my profit on this one contract with Walmart. So let's bring up my calculator. Okay, putting 154.50, 154.50. Okay, how much is it costing me to do this one trade? Cost of trade, including commissions and fees, $9,446. Okay, divided by 9,446 gives me a rate of return of 1.6%. Now, 1.6%, well, that's a nice amount for 1 week. Okay, well, where's my risk? Well, I'm buying Walmart at 96. I'm selling Walmart at 96. I'm getting 1.6% return for 1 week. Well, what happens if she's above 96 by next Friday? Well, whoever bought the option is going to take the stock away from me at 96. I get my profit, 154, and I get all my money back. Then I made 1.6% for 1 week. And then I go find another stock. Well, maybe I'll do Walmart again. I don't know. It all depends. Next Friday, it may look good to just roll it forward, let it go, buy it again on Monday. Who knows? Okay, we don't know what's going to happen on Monday. We don't know what's going to happen on Friday. Okay, stocks go up, stocks go down. Some of them look good this week, some of them do not. Now, Walmart is on my list. They've increased their dividends for more than 25 consecutive years. They're on one of the top of the list. Consistently profitable. It should be in your Rolodex. It should be in your portfolio. But where? What kind of trade should you do on it? There's a lot of unanswered questions. I share one trading strategy and only one. That's the covered call. It's simple, it's easy, it's predictable, it's consistent. Okay, I know what I'm going to make, and I know how often I can do it. I can do it every week. So why don't I? Well, I mean, I do. Anyway, let's keep on going. What do we have next? Lisa, I have VOO. Yep, I already did that one. I need to clean my camera. I got 7 cameras, brother. I don't know which one you specifically you're talking about. Okay, Noah, we already looked at ORC. It was a no. Okay, Cloudy, AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. We looked at it. It was already a no. How much funds I need for $1,000 weekly gain? 100,000. Okay, 1% a week is 100,000. Okay, Nicole? Cloudy, you already asked me that. Dude, you asked me one more time, I'm going to block you. I answer every single question. Please only ask the question once. I answered the question for AMD twice. Okay, Nicole, same for you. I answer each and every individual question. You do not need to ask it 4 or 5 times. Okay, Nicole, just once, gave you the answer. What do I think about Uber? Uber has not been around for 20 years. It's a no. Thank you, David. Willis Conrad, how are you doing today? Quantum antenna. How much funds do I need for 1,000 weekly gain? Okay, we already did that question. That is there a company called THAT? I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's get rid of that. No, I don't want to save that. Damn it. I didn't want to save that damn thing. Cancel. Damn it. All right, back to the beginning. All right, here we are. Okay, let's keep on going. Okay, THAT. Is that a company? THAT. It is. Imagine that. No. No options. No thank you. MYNZ. Jacob? Never heard of it. MYNZ. Yeah, no options. No thank you. Bob. Rob. Sorry. How you doing? What would you tell someone who knows nothing about investing and just started? Zachary, do some paper trading. Do a little bit of research on TikTok and YouTube. Ask yourself questions. Number one, does it make sense? That's the first question you should always ask yourself. Does it make sense? Can I do it myself? How much supervision do I need? And is this something I think I can do myself? Ooh, Alcon wants to take a look at Target. TGT, another dividend king. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to say, well, here's the bottom here. One day to the upside. All right, well, let's take a gander at Target. It might look good. What do I think of Webull? And what do you think of Fidelity for trading? Well, I don't like Fidelity. They're kind of confusing. Okay, now I only say that because I've been using this trading platform for 20 years. Yep, 20 years I've been using the exact same platform and they have not changed at all. It has changed owners. It went to Tom Sosnos, who was the creator. He's the one who created it, him and someone else. They sold it to TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade got bought out by Charles Schwab, but they still keep Think or Swim. A lot of people use it. They haven't changed it at all. Okay, I don't like Fidelity. I looked at it, didn't work for me. I actually, 15 years ago, looked at about 20 or 30 trading platforms. I wrote a book about it too, Choosing the Right Trading Platform for You. About 15 years ago, I wrote that book. So Webull, I haven't used it, so I honestly can't tell you about it. Okay? Okay, so Zach, answer that question. Just ask questions. That's it. Keep asking questions. Alcon, TGT. Okay, here we go. Target. All right, you ready? Target. Here we go. Here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down. That's a simplified version, okay? Let's zoom in a little bit tighter. The last 90 days, right there. Okay, here's the last 90 days. I'm looking for the same 5 things. The high, the low, where was it, where is it? Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, yesterday was lower than today. So today is a higher bottom, but it closed lower today than it closed yesterday. So it's one of those, I'll have to keep my eye on it a little bit longer for a stronger entry signal for me. Do you give training? Well, that's what we're doing right here, Bob. We also have a morning trading group where you actually watch me trade live and you can ask questions. Okay, you asked this question already. YETH? No. RDTE? No. QDTE? No. XDTE? No. That's 4 no's in a row. You got the New Jersey hat trick. What's the percentage cap loss before selling? 0. I have 0 loss cap strategy. I never buy something I don't want to hold on to long term. Long term for me is however long it takes to hit my target. So if I buy target right here at 116 and it drops down to 100, it drops down to 90, it drops down to 80, I will not sell it until it goes back above 116. Sorry, that's just the way. I do not like to take losses. YMAX, no. TSLY, no. Oh, check this out. iPoke00. Khan, he doesn't even have a job, and you're asking for financial advice from him. Well, I'm retired. I don't need to have a job if I'm retired. Winter Park of American, Navy contract. I have no idea what that means. Okay, Khan, TSLY. Okay, let's take a look at TSLY for a second. Just, to give your idea. TSLY. Okay, first and foremost, it's a monthly. I don't do monthly options. The numbers just don't work. It's a no. Okay, Nicole, you already asked about YMAX. We already looked at YMAX. That is a no. No dividends, no thank you. My hair, shit. Hey, Jersey wants to look at GREE. Never heard of it. GREE. Jersey, come on, you've been here long enough. No options, no thank you. Stock Learner 4, thank you. Bitto, no. Wait, right there, okay. Mark the Realtor, not really. He discloses the profits on his website each week, but not what stocks he is stuck with. Mark the Realtor. I show every single one of my trades, every single one, the winners and the losers. What am I stuck with? I'm not really stuck with anything. Okay, designated, here we go. Okay, right now I have Advanced Auto Parts, Foot Locker, Halliburton, Kohl's, Macy's, Riot, Walgreens, and U.S. Steel. So for the fun of it, let's go back here. Let's go there. Here and right there, weekly trades for 2025. Whoops. Okay, U.S. Steel, MPW, Intel, Altria, Harley Davidson, Intel, Riley. Whoops, come on. Same thing right here, MPW, U.S. Steel, Riley, MPW, Kohl's. Every single trade I make, the winners and the losers. I really would appreciate it. Mr. Mark, the Realtor. If you're going to insult me, at least have some kind of leg to stand on. Every single trade I do is available online, the winners and the losers. As a matter of fact, let's go to here, right there, trades for, let's go there. Okay, let's go up down to here, view all the trades. Okay, Mark the Realtor, right there. Okay, every single trade, everything I bought, and the losers. See, here are the losers right there. Top of the list, Wynn Resorts. I lost $3,500 on Wynn Resorts. Harley Davidson, I'm down $3,000, but I still own it. I have not taken the loss on Harley Davidson. Kohl's, I'm down $2,300 on Kohl's, but I still own it. Have not taken a loss on Kohl's. Next one down is New York City Bancorp. Yep, lost money on that one. Riley, I'm down $1,000, but I still own it. So please, Mark, do me a favor. If you're going to insult me, at least come with me a better line of attack. I show all my profits and all my losses. They're all right there. Okay, if you don't know how to read, I can forgive you for that. But don't say shit you don't know what you're talking about. I would appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Mark, you have been here before. Let's keep on going. Where can I find these results? The 10-Minute Trader. Okay, it's my website. I show all the trades. The 10-Minute Trader. Let's keep on going. What about your Hail Mary YOLO call option strategy? I have no idea what the Hail Mary YOLO call strategy is. Uh-oh. C3013 wants to look at SCHD. I'm going to say no to that one. Club Med Tom, if it says max profit, is that instantly when you're selling the covered call? Hold on a second. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to here. Let me do a quick trade so I make sure we know what we're looking at. Let's do Macy's. All right, let's get rid of this. Covered call, 1350s. Confirm and send. All right. Buy 10 covered calls of Macy's, 14 March 25, the 1350 call option. Well, the stock is at 1340. Okay, buy it at 1340, sell at 1350, pick up $820. It's going to cost me $12,000 in order to do that trade. The maximum you're going to make on that is $820. So as soon as you click this button right here, okay, this is a limit order, so it won't fill instantaneously. It will fill when the market maker is ready to fill it. If I get rid of this and I change it to a market order, okay, now I'm making $820 and it will fill as soon as the market opens, which means I will get this $820 in my account instantaneously. Okay, I buy the stock, I sell the option, that's my money instantly. So yeah, now it says the maximum profit is what you can make. Break even is $12.68. Well, the stock right now is at $13.40. So at $12.68 is where my break even is. So if it drops below that, I'm losing a little money because the stock went down. But I don't actually take a loss unless I sell it for less than I paid for it. It's that easy. If I never sell at a loss, I never had a loss. Happy, Mark the Realtor, weekly. LFGY, no. YMAG, no. Monthly. NYDV, NVDY, no. Coney, no. Misty, no. And TSLY, no. Every single one I don't do. Dawson's Creek, IDV. What the heck is IDV? All right, I'm going back to the beginning. And we're going to put in IDV. I've never heard of it before. IDV. Okay, no. Two reasons. Number one, it's at the high of the year. No, thank you. Number two, it's a monthly. Monthly numbers just don't work for me. If you like it, perfectly fine. Not a problem. It doesn't work for me. I don't do them. I will never do them because they just don't work. Flip and Fix. Back again, dude. I remember you a couple of weeks ago. It's Coca-Cola. All right, Coca-Cola. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. $70. The 70 is going from 80 to 88. Okay, that is over 1%. So let's take a look. Does it make sense? Well, the high of the year is right here, 73.57. That was in September. The bottom of the year was in April, the middle of April, 57.93. Well, look at the last 30 days. I don't know. What do you think? 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. It was at 63. Now it jumped up to 73. That's a $10 increase. Well, a $10 increase on a $60 stock, 1.1, that's 14%, somewhere in that area, 14% increase. Yeah, there's going to be profit taking. It's going to come down. No, sorry. It just doesn't look right. Because why would I buy it at the high? It makes no sense to me. It's going to go up. It's going to pull back. Once it pulls back, stops, turns around, goes back up, then I will jump in if the numbers work. Because stocks go up, they go down, they go up, and they go down. Well, what do you think it's going to do next? It goes up. It went up 13 to 14%. So what is it going to do next? More than likely, there's going to be profit taking. Because you're going to have guys like me and some of you out there in the audience. If it is a profit, take it. If it's not a profit, don't take it. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. If the stock goes up, take the profit. If you don't be surprised if it comes back down again. Let's go over the year. Let's look at the year chart again. Okay? Look at the high of the year, 74. Look where it is now, 70. Is it higher or lower? So if you bought it last year, you got rid of it when it hit the high, 74, and then she drops back down again into the 60s. Well, buy it again. And then it goes back up into the 70s again. Jump out. Okay, get in, get out. Get in, get out. What's so difficult about that? Coca-Cola is a great company. They've been around for over 100 years. All right, let's answer questions. No more stocks. It's past 11:30. SCHD, C13. I seriously beg you, go check the numbers for SCHD. SCHD. Take a look at the numbers. And then ask yourself, does this make sense? Mesh, dude, I haven't seen or heard from you in a while. Nice to see you. Okay, CRWD. Pedro, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? CRWD. We'll take a look at that one tomorrow. We're not looking at anything else tonight. Good to see you. Jude. Uh-oh. I didn't see what Jude said. Jude, you're looking at solid state batteries. Why would I be looking at solid state batteries, dude? All right, John, thank you for that. Target's a Canadian company, maybe in a trade war. Okay. Doesn't hide the fact that they're over 100 years old and they consistently increase their dividends for more than 5 decades. How can I watch you in the morning? Well, you actually have to be part of the paid group. There is a paid trading group that meets every morning. Okay, speed limit breaker right up here at the top left where you see dividend stock talk. Just click on there. I'll give you a buzz. We'll talk about it. It may not be for you. It's slow. It's boring. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Okay? But if you're really interested, you go to my website, The10MinuteTrader, which again, the link is in the bio. Okay, right there. As soon as you land on the home page, okay, right there, you see it. I don't even have to look. I know exactly where it is. Right, live trading. Click on that button. Okay. Mahesh, no job, yet being financially independent and have time freedom. Oh, want it. Oh, want it like that. Mahesh, she's right. No, I don't have a job. Now, I've been working since 1973. I find it very offensive that you think I should still be working. 1973, I had my first job. 83, 93, 103, 123. Now we're at 125. That's 43 years. I've been working 43 years. You don't think I should be able to take a break if I have enough money to support myself? I don't take any government handouts. I took none of that stimulus money. None. The worst money you can possibly get is free money, especially when it's coming from the government, because there's always a catch. Don't get me started on politics. I'm underwater on hog. What should I do? Well, keep collecting dividends and keep collecting premiums. That's basically all you can do. What criteria do you consider when deciding to enter a trade? Simple. Consistency of profitability and weekly options. That's it. That's the 2 criteria I have. Consistency of profitability and weekly options. Are they consistently profitable? When I say consistency of profitability, I'm talking 2 decades. I'm not talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I'm talking 20 years. Lisa, what time in the morning are you on live? 9 a.m. because the stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. Okay, Lisa, I have no control over when the stock market opens. Okay, Ford, we looked at Ford earlier. Tesla has no dividends, no thank you. Kohl's, we looked at earlier. Can I apply your strategy to a UNG fund? I have no idea what a UNG fund is. Here's the thing, with investments, there are so many different things you can invest in. So many, okay? I do not know anything about a lot of stuff, but I know about dividend stocks and dividend investing for weekly cash flow. That's my expertise. That's about all I know. You ask me other stuff, I'm going to probably say, don't know. VICI, we'll have to take a look at it tomorrow, David. Lucifer, Ego, take a look tomorrow. Okay, Applauser, you want to come back tomorrow? That's fine. VNO, we looked at that earlier today. EGO, Lucifer, look at it tomorrow. VC tomorrow. US Steel is horrible. Thank you for telling me that. I make over 1 or 2% every single week on US Steel. I'm making a nice profit on US Steel. Okay, they've been around for over 100 years. I have no idea why you're saying they're horrible. How many trades should a person do a day if they're just starting off? If you're just starting off, you should do nothing. You should learn. Consistently learn and paper trade before you put any real money into it. Paper trade until you get that gnawing voice in the back of your head. Real money, real money, real money, real money. Yeah, it will get louder and louder the more you do it. Just starting off, paper trade. The market's been around for 420 some odd years. 420 years. It's going to be here long after you're come and gone. Okay, don't worry about missing the trades this week or next week or the week after. Patience is a virtue. Happy, weekly and monthly dividend stocks require different strategies, dividend covers than I have no idea what that means. Okay, Happy. Okay, weekly and monthly dividend stock. I don't know a single stock that has weekly dividends. Not a single one. Now, I know a bunch of them have monthly dividends. A bunch of them have quarterly dividends. Some have biannual dividends, and some have annual dividends. I've never seen a dividend stock that pays weekly dividends. Okay, SCHD, we'll take a look at it tomorrow. Lucifer, Ego, tomorrow. Mikey, do you ever sell calls for a lower price than your entry if it has been less than a large drop? Yep. That's a hell no, Winter Park of America. How are you today? Dr. Hill, how are you doing this evening? Thank you, James, for explaining max profits. You're welcome. C-A-N-N, show up tomorrow. Jersey, we'll take a look at it. Sean Grady, I keep seeing your channel every night. Good to see y'all. How did you do today? I didn't do any trades today. I jumped in this morning. I took a look at where my positions were, and I said, okay, see you again tomorrow. That's it. I was on for less than 5 minutes this morning. Where are my positions? It's not that difficult. I bought this at this price. This is where it is now. I bought this at this price. This is where it is now. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, I got US Steel. Great. What did I buy it for? I bought it at 41. Where is it now? 37. Okay, fine. That's it. Okay, keep on going. INTC, we looked at Intel earlier. Intel no longer offers dividends, so that's a hell no. Okay, S'mores, thank you for that, but I do own some Intel. Apologies. Thank you, Mr. Mark. I appreciate that. But Mark, anytime, Mark the Realtor, anytime you have questions, anytime you want clarification, I'll be more than happy. I'm an open book. I don't hide anything from anybody. Okay, here at night, I share for free this one trading strategy. It's simple, it's easy, it's consistent, it's profitable. If you do it right, there's no way you can lose. Never buy something you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's consistently profitable. Weekly options only, and only if the numbers work. That's my 5 rules. Okay, 50. I have no idea what 50 means. Do you utilize or recommend AI to help you out? I don't trust computers as far as I throw them. That's why I write everything down. I think that's nice. Look at all the stuff you guys had me take a look at. Okay? Every single week, you guys have me look at stocks. Over and over. Oh, okay, here we go. Over and over again. Every single week. I write everything down. I don't trust computers as far as I can throw them. Okay, I think I've seen enough movies. I've seen Terminator enough. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah, I don't trust computers. Nah, you deserve a break. Isn't that the plan for everyone to retire early? Okay, Ren Brick, you're absolutely right. Okay, you're gonna see everyone's gonna retire at some point. Okay, there's 3 ways to retire. Only 3 that I know of. If you know of another one, let me know. Number 1, you're gonna age out. You're gonna get too old to work. The boss is gonna say, no, 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 stay home. You're too damn old. Maybe not those exact same words. Don't you think it's about time you retire? Number 2, you can walk out. Okay? You make enough money from your investments where you don't need to work. You can take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. That's number 2. Number 3, toe tag. I know a lot of people that toe tagged out. Do you know what that means? That means you die on your way to work, on your way home from work, or you die on the job. Only 3 ways of getting out of work. Okay? Retiring because you're too old, retiring because you made enough money and you consistently make enough money where you don't need someone else to rely on your income. Or number 3, you just die on your way to work. You can just say, fine. All right. Do you utilize recommend AI? No, I don't. Uh-oh. What do I think of Dollarama? Okay, DOL. Ren, we'll take a look at it tomorrow. Dawson, what time? 9:30. What about Misty? We looked at Misty earlier. It was a no. What paper trade apps would you recommend? I like Thinkorswim. Let's go back to Thinkorswim. I like Thinkorswim. Like 15 years ago, I looked at about 30 different trading platforms. This is the only one that offered a set it and forget it. They call it a trigger trade, where I buy and sell at the exact same time. I'm in, I'm out. I don't have to worry about anything. Okay, most of them, you have to buy it, you have to wait, see what it got filled at, and then have an exit trade. No, this one has everything right there for me. Kevin, TSLA, Tesla, no. No dividends, no thank you. Happy, YMAG, no. LFGY are weeklies. Yeah, they're not weekly dividends, they're weekly options. Okay? I just did XLE today, sold the 84 call against it. Coach Joel, how are you today? Can you limit sell your weekly options to be safe? Yes, you can, but there's no guarantee they're going to be filled. All right, user 11266. Thank you for that. I'll take that as a compliment. That is it for all the questions. We are done. We are over with. All righty then. All that being said, I am done for the night. I answered all the questions. I showed you everything I want to. If you guys have any other questions, I'll be here again tomorrow night, 9:30 to 11:30. Good night. Have a great night. You guys over here on Facebook, enjoy your evening. Thanks for stopping by. Guys got to come up with more questions, though. Instagram, you guys too. You don't have very much to say. Okay, share. And you guys over here on TikTok, do you worry about shirt gain if you are assigned? No, I do not. Alrighty, done. And now for you guys over here on YouTube, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Fernando. Cool, I'll give you a buzz, Fernando.